Hello coders, the discussion about annotation continues. In the previous videos regarding annotation, we have discussed about what is annotation and we saw how to use various inbuilt annotation. But in this video we are going to discuss how we can go for creating our own annotation, means user defined annotation or custom annotation. So custom annotation, if you want to create, then uh, you have to use another annotation called as interface, art interface you have to use. And there are different types of custom annotations. If you want to create your own annotation, then it can be three types. It can be marker annotation, it can be single value annotation, or it can be multi value annotation. So for different purpose we are going to create these type of annotations. Initially we will look at how we can go for creating an annotation which is going to be called as marker annotation. So marker annotation, basically it is a kind of annotation which is being used to mark something, as the name suggests. Mark in the sense, if you want to create annotation and use it with a method, so that that method will be marked for something or it can be stamped for something, so that the compiler or you can say the runtime environment can find out information about that particular method. And the very good example is the last video which we have discussed regarding override annotation. That is also a marker annotation, because we don't supply any logic to that annotation, only we are going to use it for mark the method which is called as overridden method. Like that, if you are familiar with Spring framework, then we are using various marker annotation over there, like controller, entity, component, lot of different annotation we can find out while we are using the Spring framework. So how we can go for creating a marker annotation, we will have a look at a piece of code. So here, this is a kind of an example I am going to use, where I will be creating an interface or marker interface or marker annotation. I will be naming it as suppose vaccination or vaccinated. Vaccinated is the name of annotation. Art interface I have used prior to it. That is what is the keyword which you must supply while you are going for creating an annotation. And prior to that, I have used the retention policy. Retention policy, we can supply three types of retention policy we can use. If you want to know the retention policy, then please write in the comment so that I will make a video regarding the retention policy. Just I am telling you, retention policy is a kind of annotation we can use for specifying a particular annotation is going to be available how long. This is basically, it can be runtime. If you want to minimize it, we can go for using class label, or you can use source label. If it is a source label, then it can be available to the compilation. If it is class label, then it can be available to the source code, and if it is runtime, then it is going to be available till the execution, or Java virtual machine can use the runtime retention. So that's what I have created a retention policy and supplied it to the vaccinated is the marker annotation I am going to use. Here I have gone for creating a class. I have named it as US Embassy, and inside it I have gone for this simple method visa application. This visa application is now marked with the marker annotation art vaccinated, whichever I have created prior to it. Then I have gone for this logic, this method which I have supplied over here, get me visa, which throws two exception, because inside it I am using few lines of code which throws no such method exception and security exception. That's why I have used this throws keyword. Then inside it, by using the reflection process, I am trying to find out the class which has gone for using this vaccination or vaccinated marker annotation. So I got the class, then I got the method over here. Visa application is the method name I have supplied. Then I am trying to find out, is it annotated or not. Means that method which is named as visa application, is it annotated with the vaccinated annotation? If it is vaccinated annotated, then it will call that method which will print something as visa granted. Nothing very special over here. It is going to print a line that visa granted. If it is something else, means if that annotation is not supplied, then it is going to print another line, visa rejected, go and get vaccinated. As usually nowadays you can see across the world this is going on. If you are vaccinated, then you can roam around the world, else you have to get vaccinated. Then in the main method, what I have done, I have gone for creating the object of this US Embassy. Then I have gone for calling this get me visa. So again, this main method also throws no such method exception and security exception. I have not gone for using try catch block. Simply I have used the no such method exception and security exception and throws it. So that is what is the logic over here. If I am using this vaccinated, that is what is a marker annotation, then only I am getting the output like this. You can see here is the visa granted is the output I am getting. If this I will remove this part, this one I removed, saved it. Now if I will rerun it, then you can see it says visa rejected, go and get vaccinated. That is the utility of any marker annotation. I hope you have cleared about this clear idea about this marker interface or marker annotation. Later stage we will see how we can go for creating our own single value annotation, multi value annotation. These are going to be the topics to be discussed in the next videos. Thanks for watching.